Welcome back everyone. New project day. Got the wood trick windmill. 131 pieces, level 3. It looks like it's one of those rubber band driven pulley gear flywheel doodads. It's been a minute since I've done a U-gears. This is the second time I've done this. While the cellophane's gone, I goofed up and I dropped it and it did something to my camera. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You can see all my successes and all my failures, how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures. Upload daily and just trying to have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, we're just building silly little models and having fun. If you see any kits or builds or sets or anything you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. And I've got the most intelligent audience in YouTube because y'all always provide me with nothing but the best options. So, let's dig in and see what we got here. Got us a, looks like a little, okay, just a little info sheet. This is which rubber bands and which rubber bands, and you know, all the symbols and doodads and who's and such. Got a, they do their instruction manual vertically. I'm not crazy about that because that takes up a lot of space on my table, but otherwise it's, you know, good pictures, and they got the thing where they show the diagram of each piece so you know where you're drawing, picking it up from, so that's always good. Oh, other light rather. And this, you know, pretty good pictures, good, you know, good quality printing. So I mean, this definitely not a bad manual by any means. Just sort of, I don't like the vertical nature of it. And dowels and toothpicks and sandpaper. Looks like, I don't know, usually those are spare parts, but, and there's rubber band, string, wax. Ooh, I need to get my wax out. I got it set aside because I've been using my soldering iron and hot glue gun here lately. And then into our pieces. Let me get these guys over there, out of the way. And a good spot to pop her open. And we'll take a look and see what we got. Okay, here's the Santa Claus's windmill because it's got elves on it. But let's see, that's alright. You just print it on one side. Nice thick pieces here. There's a good 1/4 inch thick. What is that? That's, you know, about a little less than a centimeter, I think. Nice. Feels good in the hand. Good quality wood. You can tell. You can always tell just the strength of it. Good. Looks like good laminated. Yeah, well, I did have one piece fall out there, but that's still pretty good for one of these sets. Okay. So, let's see, a couple of things. I'm going to make a conscious effort to try to make slightly shorter videos now. I'm going to be aiming for that 30-35 minute mark. Just sort of, I seems like I've been getting out of hand and I've been basically trying to do too much. And I got a new toy too. I got another stain marker. Let's see about the individual one. This one costs as much as my whole set did before. But it's got to be good because it's in a metal tube and it's got a rattle in it. So that's if nothing else, it'll be fun to have a little maraca. But I'll be probably staining the edges of this just to see how this thing works. It's got the golden oak, so but I don't, you know, I think it's like, looks like it's about the same sort of thing. But I just like to say, my old ones have been sort of drying out on me, so I figured I'd try a fancy one. All right, now I'm going to gather up a few pieces and we'll get going on this thing. Okay, let's jump right in on page 1. Seems like a good place to start. On those. And I'm going to have some toothpicks on the step 2, it looks like. So, Okay. One without the square holes is the back. And these two guys, I'm making a flywheel here, get some mass going, it looks like. Got that. And we're just running through, can't remember. Oh, maybe one at a time. Oops. Flip them though. Okay. Once you get that first one in, it sort of thins it out so the rest will work better. But do right side up, it'll line up. Of course I did that. I've still got all these others to go, so probably have to undo it to redo it. Okay. I figured out a trick for this, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, let's. Oh, I remember what it was. They're only. Oh, come on. Alright. Yeah. This isn't, it's going to be thin enough. I know we're supposed to use here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 total. So I'll take 3 of them. And just pop them in half. One at a time. I know I've also figured out you want to make sure and hang on to both sides because these things do get some escape velocity when you cut them like this. Okay. And get a whole piece of wood. That's. I don't guess it really matters which side's which. Popping in. Oh, no, that's. Let that just go down. Yeah, that was a trick. Yeah, okay. Coming back to me slowly. Yeah, that'll happen too. One more. Proud on. Make sure we get them all nice and flush here. Okay, there we go. And lastly, back a little bit. Looks like it's these nice and flush there. We got this guy. And I'm not going to get it super smooth here, but I'm going to get close enough. Yeah. Take off as little of the decoration as I can. Alright. Just realized I was way far away on that one. But I got them nice smooth on both sides now. And we'll take these guys, pull them out of the way. Stop the third one. Here. Got our dots on there. Make sure the lines lined up. What's going on? It should be going on now. These, I think, put the wrong one on first. I thought they were. They are numbered differently, so. Check. Yeah, those holes are slightly smaller on that one, so this is the one I want on first. Yeah, popped right down. That's what you want to see. Lined up. And let's see. I'm trying to see. Yep, and we do wax for our gears. I got it all heated up and let my paintbrush get melted. Yeah. Minimal and I wiped off too much. Okay. In there. Okay, now it's coming on. Okay. Well, on to page 2, which is hiding away here. First dowel pin in from the top. Straight through the middle here, got to get it lined up. Convince it to go in, I think. Yeah, this way. Okay, there we go. Now it should come out slowly. And got our depth gauge right here. I want to get number 1 for this one. So a little bit high. I think it's bumping right there, so get it back down. Got it. Okay, and that was all there was to step 2. Like I say, I'm pretty sure this is a flywheel. It's got a pretty good bit of mass and it wants to keep spinning, so. But it's also got these clutch mechanisms, so it might be a brake too. What? I wish the top I made yesterday worked that good. Alright. Now, just like that, we're ready to move on to building some of the structure. So, and these guys go here. And sideways on this one. Yeah. Which should be the easy part, I think. Put the feet on here. That's all the way in. Nope, it wasn't. How about you? Almost a little closer on that one. There we are. Yeah. Slide you all the way in. Nice tight corner there. And that's all for that one. So I'll set you aside. Get to do a lot of the same thing again here. Other side, feet. Start these guys here. Yeah. I don't want to make it hard on myself. I just get started and then use this to. Make sure I get them all the way down. And then you. Oops, I was supposed to get one more of these things off, so I'll have to grab one of them right quick. Can't decide if that's a pleasing sound or an irritating sound. Could go either way. But it does let me know it's a nice tight fit on this guy. Okay, and got my spare piece card right here, so I'll just use one of them. And then here, that's the one that did it. And okay. Alright. And one more of these. Yeah. Sidewalk, or foundation, or whatever you want to call that. Nice and tight there. Nice and snug again. Alright. Easy enough. And move on to the next one, which more of our structure. Just a bunch of, okay, I want on the side with the details, it looks like. We'll just do them. This guy. Okay, that's you aside. That's all for that bit. Go on to these guys. And I need more toothpicks. I'll get some more when the time comes. Okay, going on the back side of this one, the one without the details. These guys in. Oh, other way. Alright. Now, okay, we don't cut the, get more toothpicks going, but we don't cut them yet. We don't, well, we don't cut them flush yet. I'm trying to get 4 of them. Ooh, too low on that one. Through here. Okay. And these really spin on this. Feels pretty good. So I think they're loose enough where I'm not going to worry about the wax on the central cylinder, but we do want to wax the gears. Put these guys on there. Just get them stored. Now we're getting wax going. Melt that off the brush. And trying to hit them all. I don't know what they're going to be tied to, but they're lubricated and ready to go now. And on to another page. Okay, and that goes. Oh, okay, I see where it's going now. Those four get to go. That's our main windmill drive, so I'm going to hit this ring in two here. It'll probably spread itself out as much as it needs it on there, but still feels good to have it now. Okay, so this goes and up, whoop, into that. Prop something on this end as well. Oops. And then dropping this guy in on the other side of our toothpick. Situation. Down onto our little studs. And move it off the gears. Okay. Let's see. Okay, give me a probe here, try and get that. Should be lined up better than that one. Oops. Oh, wait a second, there's an arrow. I saw an arrow here somewhere. Where'd the arrow go? Okay, arrow over there, so let's actually decombobulate you, maybe. Pull the toothpicks with you. Okay. Pull the toothpick with you. Okay. Yeah, gotta pay attention to those little details. Oop, no. Goes on this side. Back through. Much easier the second time. Nope. Okay. Now, arrow right there, so I'm going to put the arrow facing down. This is my arrow gear. Let's see why that would matter on these. I'd think they'd be circular, but it's got an arrow, so I'm going to line it up with it. That didn't do any good for the... Well, yeah, it did, actually. That one did anyway. Okay. Alright. Now, let's work that wax in and out of our... Both ways on. Yeah, it's satisfying. Pretty good. Okay, now this one. Yep. Okay. That one. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, alright. Now, clean up this, yeah, clean up this end. The studs are what's actually holding it together, so but here goes Neo again. Let me give her a second. Okay, I think she purposely waits till I'm in here to do that. Clean these guys down. Edge. We don't mar everything up. Bring it to me, I guess, if I wanted to. Alright. That's a nice little motion going there. I'm digging it. Y'all know, if y'all watch me any amount of time, you know I love a clockwork. It looks like we're going to get another gear in the middle here at some point. There's too many of them going around to not have something spinning in the middle there. Alright, what's next? Let's see here. Oh, get to put our stuff together. Okay, got our flywheel. And it goes through this one. And then guys with the long steps. Okay, flywheel goes into this hole. And then this hole. Oh, that hole. Not that hole, that hole. Yep. Oh, that was an easy step. Let's see here. I'm getting close to my arbitrary 30-minute time limit, I think. Actually, I'm not sure of how strict I'm going to be on that. That's what. Okay, we got our plates here to get this proper spacing. We're going. Nope, got it backwards. Hang on. The picture in the book is like this, and we want the short distance on our flywheel side. So get these guys lined up. In. Same thing over here, and then I can have something to push against. Okay, everybody together. Alright. Flywheel seems to be flying pretty well. I dig it. These are all, focus on that far down. These are all snug into our corners here. Nice. And got a little gap. I may work on it. I can get a little more pressure on this side here. There. I heard a couple more pops. I think that's yeah. Now everybody's nice and tight on the bottom frames. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do one more little bit, just because I pulled the pieces, so I might as well get it over with, right? Okay, so yeah, a couple. I don't know if these are going to be mini flywheels or no. These got spacers in the middle of them. These must be our reels for our cord or rubber band or something. Okay, so got our decorative sides going out. loopies or things, guides there. Let's see, I just want to try and get these guys started and get them to. If you leave them a little loose, I found at the bottom, don't snug them all the way up the first thing. You get a little more flexibility to when you line up the other one. And sometimes that helps. And sometimes it don't. Okay, we got our okay, 2, 3, 4. All right. Once they're all together, all lined up. Well, not enough pressure. 1, 2 here, but didn't go. These are very tight fittings. I got them all there now. Do one more of those. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think I'm optimistic this is going to be a nice windmill, have some good motion on it. And I say I love a clockwork. The mechanism just makes me happy. Not sure where that started, but I just sort of like seeing all the moving bits just make well, that's why I like the marble run so much. Okay. Alright. Well, there's a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think that's as tight as I can get them. They still seem a little off. Ooh. I've got the tool for the job. Yeah. That's specifically what these things are for. Just pressure. Distribute pressure evenly. Okay. Still looks off to me on this side. Alright. I think that's it. Okay. Now, more toothpicks. Got 4 on each one, so actually just, yeah, I need 4. Just need 2. I forget how many of these models I had to do before I realized it's easier to push on the blunt end of a toothpick than to try and push on the other point, because that really hurts your finger with a little bit of pressure. I think I'll do them one at a time. Just that up through there so it lines up that upper hole. Make sure you don't put your finger over top of the toothpick as it comes out. I don't think I've done that one, but it would hurt. And there's number 2 for the night. Oh well, so much for 30 minutes. Okay. Well, those two guys. Pages are sticking together. This is where I wanted to get to. Alright. A couple more of these and medium dowel and a short dowel. Okay. These guys. There's a base here, and that's the block for that one, and then there you see the block for the shorter one. So they go in this section lined up with our. Okay, so this must be the spool for our. Yeah, okay. So this is gonna be. We'll call this probably not fun here. Listen, how. I guess it depends on how loose this is. No, this shouldn't be too bad. I thought that was gonna be tight. That's nice. Okay, so get you in there. Through there, and just line up straight across into that. Alright. That's nice and flush here. Pop in our cap on that one. Very confined space. Let's see, is there any? No reason not to. I think I may take this piece off to get this in there if I can't line it up relatively quickly. Let's see if I can. Here. Okay. I'm still going to keep that option for the other side as well. I need to take it off to get that in here. Okay, that's not near as well. Ooh, did that come out of the? Yeah, it came out of my flywheel. No, it didn't. Oh, it may have come out of this one. Yeah, they're still a little wobbly up here. So okay, still working. Okay. Yeah, once we get some more stabilizers on the top, I think that'll be better. Okay, let's see this one. Same sort of thing. Through there. Doesn't have to go as far, just into. Alright. Let's go. Alright. Alright. Okay, and we got our clockwork up here going. Alright, so that's gonna be it for tonight. So we've got a good base in place, looks like. Gonna be a fun little build. Gonna push the limits of the size of my setup here, but I think we'll still make it work. I've done bigger. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on a link. That's my channel up there. That's my other channel over there where I'm doing little experimental things. This is what YouTube thinks you should be watching, and that is going to be the playlist for this whole series once I get more than one video. See you tomorrow.